Alright, I'm kind of pissed about something. I just made like a 45-minute video, which I did not mean to make it long. I'm going to talk about my thoughts on 13 Reasons Why, the series. And, yeah, I just lost footage. And it's now officially been a year since season 4 just came out, but that's not the point. So, yeah, this is my series review, my thoughts on the series. And, I'm going to try not to make this long, but it's probably going to end up being long. I hope not, but how the hell did I end up watching this in the first place? I have to be honest, I cannot remember at the moment, but my best guess, I noticed a trailer that said final season for 13 Reasons Why. I'm like, oh, the series is ending. So I thought I watched the series and finish it in 1 year. So yeah, I of course started with season 1 in June, then I watched season 2 in September. Why September? Because I thought I'd just take a little break from it. And then I planned on watching it on season 2. I planned on watching season 2 in September, then 3 October, then 4 November, but I ended up finishing it in December since I was waiting for Gabe to be caught up with some of the seasons, so we watched it together. Since I was surprised Gabe was watching this as well, and sadly I watched the entire season without him because after watching season 4, episode 1 on November, I then continued watching it between November and December, like the last week of November, and then December just. Yeah, and he was kind of upset about that, but I mean, I finished this like 6 or 5 months ago, but yeah, I'm gonna be talking about my thoughts on this and a couple of issues I got with this on everything involved, but yeah. So I mean, this show has messed me up. I couldn't bear watching. I was having trouble watching this. It was the right word for this. It was painful for me to watch because not only it's sad. It's very sad, and of course, it's a drama show. It's a drama show, but oh my god, I don't plan on watching this again. And not in 2021 or 2022 or 2023 or when I'm ready to watch it again, then yeah, I'm gonna watch it again. But I am taking a break from it. I don't want to watch the series again because I need a break. Because holy crap, this show had messed me up. There are two things that are now going to trigger me now that I've watched this. One, suicide, and two, the R word, which I hate. I hate the R word now. As much as I hate the F bomb, I now hate the R word, along with the N word, but the R word, it shouldn't even exist, but why will it trigger me? Let me explain. So, I don't know how to explain it actually, but for the suicide, I'm just gonna freak out and have panic attacks or just have nightmares or something. I'm just gonna just, I'm just gonna freak out. I'm just, like I said, I'm already having trouble explaining this, but anything suicide related, except for Suicide Squad, that is a different thing. Even though it has the word suicide, it is a complete different thing, but anything suicide related is just going to trigger me, freak me out, probably going to get panic attacks or something. But the R word, I don't know what's going to freak me out the most, suicide or the R word. I'm not going to even say the R word because this video is probably going to get taken down, but I don't want to say it or even talk about it because when when I like talk about the R word, talk about my thoughts on it, I guess, or something, whatever I say comes out wrong, and I don't like it. And that is the reason why I don't like to talk about it, because whatever I'm gonna say is gonna come out wrong. Like, because after I told my mom that I had watched season 1, I then was talking about what I saw that I didn't like and about the R word, and whatever I was saying about the R word, everything I had said came out wrong every time. I tried to find a better way to say it without saying it wrong, without having it come out wrong, but it just got worse, and I'm just freaking out. And like, no, that's, oh god, that came out wrong, and that's not what I meant, Mom. It's just, But she understood. She understood what I was trying to say. She understood what I was trying to say, and I'm glad because I don't want to have anyone think. I don't want anyone to think that I'm just. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it because I know I'm going to say something that's going to come out wrong. So I don't ever want to talk about the R word. But those are the two things that are going to trigger me, freak me out, frustrate me, and just I'm just going to get panic attacks. And also, if you hear any background noise, that's my brother's playing. Sorry about that. And I would say that's going to interrupt me, which it is. But I'm just trying to just I would have been. I hate to say this. I would have been all right with season one being the only season. That would have made this series a limited series, and I would have. And the reason why I would have been, the reason why I would have hated it. I mean, I could have been all right with one season, but would have hated the ending because I would have wanted to have some of these characters just get paybacks, and some of these characters are jerks, horrible people. I would have wanted them to see get. I would have wanted to see them get. I wanted to see these characters get payback. Which thank God they kind of made 3 more seasons. But yeah, the series has 4 seasons. But oh my God, if I had to pick a favorite season, I'd say no. I don't want to pick a favorite season. I don't want to like anything from this. Well, there's a few things I liked that are good, that are a little bit good, and probably a few funny moments I liked. But I just don't want to like anything from this because this show is very serious. It's sad. It's a drama series, but I honestly should have even. I should have never watched this because this is rated TVMA for mature audiences. I should have watched this with an adult, or watched this when I'm older, or not watch it at all. But I'm kind of glad I watched it because there were a few things I learned from here that I could now be aware of, like the R word. I know that's a very bad thing. I know that's a very bad thing. So now I can be aware of that. I could have learned it from something else, but now I can be aware of that. And same goes with the suicide. But yeah, I learned a few things here that I now can be aware of. So I guess I sort of did myself a favor somehow in weird ways. But there's just so many sad stuff in here that I could talk about, like Mr. Porter, Hannah Baker, Jensen's no, not Jensen, Justin's death, and Bryce Warner. Now I hated him for 2 seasons for what he did, but throughout the entire season of season 3, I had felt bad for him. And there's a scene I remember right now where he's like doing yoga with his mom in yoga class, and then he starts crying, and his mom just hugs him. I just feel bad. I feel bad. He knows what he did. He knows what he did was wrong and horrible and messed up. And I'm not gonna mention one of the messed up stuff, especially what Bryce did, because this video is going to, of course, get taken down, and I don't want to get in trouble by YouTube or anything, but I'm not going to mention it. But if you have seen the show, then you, of course, know what I'm talking about, because witnessing what he did to Hannah in episode 12 of season 1, oh my God, I don't know what was happening, but I knew it was bad, and my face was just... I don't know what was going on, but seeing her face looked like she was dead, and I think I remember saying that she felt like she was dead, and oh my God, I just witnessed something horrible. Something I've never oh my God, I was scarred. And I'm just like, what the F just happened? What was, oh my God. I should have watched this with my dad or mom or something. I don't know, but I feel bad for Hannah Baker because the first 2 seasons kind of have to do with Hannah, and then the other 2, season 3 and 4, are sort of like mysteries and stuff. I mean, this is sort of a mystery going on with 1 and 2, but it's hard to explain. But I just feel bad for Hannah Baker, especially for her parents, mostly her mom. It's just sad and horrible for what happened. So Hannah Baker had committed suicide in the show, and it's just sad. And there are 13 reasons why she did it, and she did them and she recorded 13 tapes, sort of. And she recorded tapes, and oh, I mean, I know it's just a show, but I'm like wishing I could just somehow go into the show, like have like a machine that will put me in the show and just talk to Hannah, just basically make her feel better, just trying to make her feel better because I felt so bad. I was sad and more sad that she had killed herself. And what's more sad is that Clay kind of had a crush on her, and I feel bad for Clay. I really do. I feel bad for all the characters. I feel bad for all the characters in the show because everyone's going through crap, trauma. It's horrible. They're just going through tough times. It's just horrible. It really is horrible and mostly sad. It's mostly sad. And around the season 2 finale, something Monty does something horrible to Tyler, and I was disgusted, and I'm just like I cannot watch it, but I saw it, and it's horrible. It's freaking horrible. I felt bad for Tyler. I feel bad for all the characters. I feel bad for everyone, and I felt bad. So there was a song that reminded Clay of Hannah. That it reminded about just it was around the school dance on the season 2 finale, and everyone that were involved with the tapes, that all the characters, they went to hug Clay and basically just dance together and stuff. And I thought that was cute, in some weird way, but it kind of made him better because hearing that song reminded him of Hannah, and he had to let go of Hannah in season 2, and I really feel bad for Clay, and I feel bad for Tyler too because he almost became a school shooter, and oh my god, things could have gone horrible. But luckily, Clay was able to stop him, but also save him because Tyler had pointed a gun at him, and I am surprised Taylor, a teenager, was able to get guns. And worst of all, these teenagers, they're portrayed by adults. And what I found out, I'm gonna do a separate video about this where I talk about my thoughts on the ugly truth I found out about in movies, is that adults play teenagers. Because I thought once I become a teenage, once I'm like 17, I look like I know 17 is like the adult age, but once I like am like 15, I'm gonna look like an adult, but I'm a teenager. But this is what an actual teenager looks like because I had thought that I would, because watching movies that involve teenagers and stuff, I thought that once I'm like, for example, once I'm 15, I would look like an adult. But this is what an actual teenager looks like. Now, I look like a kid, honestly, but I'm 15 and I'm like close to being taller than my dad. Sadly, my brother's taller than me officially, but I'm tall. I'm also taller than my mom as well. But yeah. But what's worse about it is that they're all teenagers, and this type of thing could honestly happen in real life. Like this type of thing could have happened in my school. I could have witnessed some of this stuff going down, but nothing like this has ever happened. Nothing. Well, maybe this type of thing maybe had happened. I don't know. I don't know. I've never read the books. It's not like based on a true story. It's just from what I've heard, it's based on a book series. But yeah, and I think there was only one book, and I think it was only supposed to have one season, but then they expanded it. Like season 2 is based on the book 13 Reasons Why, but it's not based on like. I'm actually gonna look it up. Reasons Why books. Like, how many books are there? Just only one. Like, I think the entire book of 13 Reasons Why is. I think season 1 is based off the book. The only book of 13 Reasons Why. I'm thinking they expanded the series, probably to more subscribers or something to Netflix or something. I don't know. Because I think they weren't supposed to make more seasons, but I'm kind of glad they did. Because I think around this ending of season 4, maybe that was the ending. I would have been cool with. I would have been cool with the ending of season one, but I would have just been. I would have forgotten about it. But I'm glad they made more seasons. Three more. But yeah, just I felt like. I mean, I felt like season one ending maybe was alright. I can't find the right word. I can't find the right word. I can't find the right word. But yeah, after watching season two, yeah, that majorly left off in a cliffhanger. And thank God I didn't watch this series like back then, because then I would have had to wait for season three. But thank God I finished an entire series in 1 year. But that's not the point. That's not the point. And that's the reason why I wanted to watch the series, because I thought it'd be fun to finish watching a series in 1 year, the worst year of my life. But yeah, now just one of the characters, like for example, Marcus, if I got his name correct, he's made up. Like, there's a few characters in here in court that are making up lies, especially for Marcus, who I hate the most, along with Bryce and Monty. I was pissed they were making up these lies, and Tyler was being honest about everything with Hannah Baker. There's these courts going on with tapes and everything. Everyone was just making a big deal with the tapes and everything. Just good God. But when Clay had leaked the tapes online, oh my God, I had a smile on my face seeing Bryce like, oh, you're screwed now, buddy boy. Screw you, Bryce. I should have acted like that, because to be honest, I have to admit something. I was kind of copying everyone's lines, like mostly Clay's, like, because I do that every time when I watch something. Not like a drama show, just every time I watch something. Like, for example, I copy lines from Optimus Prime with Age of Extinction. And I should have done that, because because when I was doing that, it was like I was making fun of the show when I shouldn't make fun of the show, because the show is serious. And I wasn't trying to make fun of it, but I wasn't, but it felt like I was when I was. I tried to stop doing it. I tried to stop. And season three, I thought that was the craziest season, but season four, I don't even know what to say. I have some issues, not only with season four, but with all the effed up moments in here, but also with this series. And in the video where I said I lost footage about this review, I had rewatched the trailer, and I also had rewatched my reaction. I had also rewatched my reaction of me reacting to the final season, and I had after reacting to that trailer for the final season, I had called my dad, and this was around the school day, so he of course was telling me to, and what are you doing? You're supposed to be doing school. Sorry if I'm doing this. I have a runny nose at the moment, an itchy nose, but so he of course had watched the series. He had watched season 1 to 3, and I was hoping he had watched season 4, because I was asking him, could you give me some warning? Give me some warning. Right, is that the right word? Okay. So I was asking him to give me some warnings on to be I was hoping he could warn me a few things so I'd be prepared, because I was hoping he had watched the fourth season, because so that way I can ask him what he should warn me about, that I would be prepared for, because I would like to be prepared before watching it, because after watching that trailer, I was scared. And I was scared to watch the fourth season, and I feel like I had watched the season 4 trailer, and that is the reason how I even wanted to watch the series in the first place. But because when I watched it in that trailer reaction, it felt like I had never saw it. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It really is hard to tell. Maybe I didn't watch it, and I just read the title, and and I probably had watched the trailer for the first season. I don't know, because maybe I did watch it and then forgotten about it. Then after rewatching it, it felt like I watched a new trailer for season 4. I don't know. I am trying to remember how I even why I wanted to watch the show in the first place. It was probably because maybe I didn't watch the trailer, and then I just saw the title, and I thought, okay, I'm going to watch a few trailers because I can't see spoilers. Maybe that's why. But yeah, I was hoping he could warn me about a few things before watching season 4, but he had never watched season 4, which meant I was screwed. And I was definitely not prepared for season 4, which, of course, I definitely was not prepared, because holy crap, there were some effed up moments that had happened. Like, there's a scene where this twist scene that happens where Clay I mean, Clay is just trying to figure out whoever is behind this that is trying to expose everyone, but he remembered something. There's a scene. This just the twist thing I'm trying to say. This twist scene was that Clay was behind all the stuff that he was technically trying to expose themselves, and I'm just like, what the heck? Because he was behind on taking down the cameras with the bat and scaring everyone at camp and just blowing up the principal's car, slow mo, being serious. I was like, what the? I don't even. I couldn't think. I could not think. I could not think. And everyone was in season three. Everyone was thinking Clay would have been behind it. That he was behind Bryce's murder because, of course, he hated Bryce, but he never killed him. And I'm like doubting, and it's just. And when Zach had said he killed him, I'm like, wait, what? Because my money was on Monty, and I should have had my money on who could have killed Bryce because it's a serious show. It's a serious show. But after when they revealed the killer, oh my god, my jaw had dropped when it was Alex because I could not believe it was him. I could not believe it was him. But and these flashbacks going back and forth, they're a bit confusing, but I understood a little bit. But oh man, now I'm trying to remember everything I was talking about in my now lost footage of me talking about the reasons why. But now I did. I should. I don't want to make this video long again and lose it again because, good God, I would like to do some stuff today. But all right, so yeah, I have some issues with this show, and again, I should have never watched this because I'm not old enough, and another reason why I should have watched it because I'm autistic, and there's a few things I'm not going to understand here that I might just because if I like talk about it, like for example, if I talk about the stuff I watch, something's gonna come out wrong, or something bad could happen. Like I don't know, because this just bad stuff could have happened to me if I did not understand this, but I sort of understood a few things. I understood a few things, but what should have been best for me is that I should have watched this with an adult, with either mom or dad. But I watched this on my own. It wasn't even worth it. Sure, it was worth finishing a show that was paying for me to watch because I don't even know if it was worth it. I don't know if it was worth it. I don't know if it was worth it, but I would not understand because I'm autistic and I something like maybe like the show isn't right for me. Like I don't know how to explain it, but again, I'm glad I watched this because there's a few things in here that I now can be aware of. So yeah, I sort of did myself a favor. But there's also this scene in one of the episodes where there's a school shooting and everyone thought it was a practice drill, but they were being serious and everyone freaked out like, oh god, there's an actual shooter out here. And I would say I never experienced this, but maybe I have because one day, like around April 27th, 2021, I'm just heading to school and I see cops all over the place, and I'm like, "What the heck's going on? Is this to celebrate Children's Day or something?" But once the teachers told everyone to get inside, I'm like, I could have just gone to my class, but I just followed my gut and just put my bike away and just went inside. So yeah, thank God I followed my gut because I had no idea what the hell was going on. But once I asked the teachers, they had told. Once I told, I was wondering what the heck was going on because I was starting to freak out. But I asked my mom what was going on, and she got the voicemail to tell Dee to run back home since someone was stabbed. That's technically similar, but it's not completely the same to how everyone had experienced it in the show. This is sort of different. I mean, it feels a bit similar, but it's not. And so did someone get hurt? No. Well, someone did sort of get hurt because someone was stabbed, but by that I mean everyone, teachers, students, everyone was fine. And yeah, I've gone through all day, and then I had hit 1K that day, but still, and I was scared to even walk home because I was worried that the killer could have been out, could have still been out there. They said they caught him, but I was scared to even walk home. But Still, but what? Still, it's just all the kids, teenagers, students. They were terrified. They were scared. I could see how they would have been scared because I would have been scared because I do not want to die in a school shootout or something. And I know what to do in these types of things because there's like two types of drills. One, you go outside in the field lined up if the buildings are fire. I think that's like the fire drill practice thing. And the other drill is hide, be quiet, and lock the doors, curtains, have everything dark. And I could easily just keep my mouth shut, whether I can just think about some stuff or just take a nap. But I know what to do, sort of. But there's a thing I'm trying to remember that I learned from middle school that I cannot remember. It's either hide, fright, or fight, something like that. I cannot remember how it was pronounced. It was either hide, fright, or fight. I cannot remember what it was. So yeah, that's gonna be a problem for me. But I sort of know what to do in a situation. But okay, I don't know if you heard that, but my stomach just growled, which means I'm very hungry. So I should probably end this up. I'm now going to be uncomfortable with that. Okay. So still, I'm just this. Also, the suspense in the series is well built. I'll give credit for that. But well, Clay is just running through the hall, getting to classroom, locking it, hiding, and this entire season of season 4, Clay is just not having it. He's just not having it. He's freaking out, traumatized. Everything happening around him is messing him up. He's just freaking out, and now he's talking to his therapist and all that. Oh my god, it's probably one of the most insane things from watching season 4. But he then has ended up talking to dead Bryce and dead Monty around the school shootout thing, and everyone had thought there was an actual shooter, and I'm like scared. Oh my god, there is an actual shooter out there because just everyone were scared. They were scared that they were gonna die. And I'm just like, oh my god, don't, oh god. And everyone's just crying, hoping they don't die. It's insane. It's insane. And everyone thought it was Tyler, but it wasn't because, I was hoping it wasn't Tyler because, oh my god, because he got help. He got help because he almost became a school shooter. And that would have been bad for him, but thank God he had gotten help. And I'm like, oh god, don't be Tyler. But luckily, one of the characters, which was Monty's sister, I think, found Tyler in a bathroom stall. And yeah, thank God that wasn't him. Because I'm like, oh, thank God it wasn't him. Wait a minute, that isn't him then. Who the hell is shooting all over the hallways? And Clyde then does the stupidest thing. He heads out of the classroom, confronts the shooter, and then the shooter unmasks himself, and it's Clay. It's freaking Clay as a school shooter. And Clay's like, wait, I'm the school shooter? And then he shoots himself. He technically shoots himself. I technically saw some spoilers for season 4, except I never watched them. I just read the titles. One was he grabbed a gun and said he'd shoot himself. Watching this entire thing, I was hoping Clay would not kill himself because that was probably the one thing I was scared to witness. And when I read that title on the video where it said Clay shoots himself, I thought maybe he then shoots himself and then boom. He now can be reunited with Hannah. But oh my god, I would have been pissed, but I would have lost my cool. I would have lost it because that was one of the things I was scared on finishing. Because oh my god, I was scared Clay was gonna die or shoot himself, commit suicide. Oh my god, it was stressful. Watching this show was stressful, frustrating. But thank God he did not die or committed suicide. So thank God for that. I can now calm down about that. But yeah, then oh wait, I'm still alive. Because that was like a dream or something. But then the principal told him to get inside, and then the principal said something that made me furious and just pissed me off. And I know for a fact teachers or principals aren't gonna do this type of thing. They aren't going to do this. No way. They're out of their minds. The principal had lost his mind. And also, the principal had did some messed up things in the season. And by messed up, I mean, he puts, like, security cameras, had cops all over the place, and just basically did some stuff to protect the school when everyone, and by everyone, I mean all the students, were getting very uncomfortable. And I could see that. I could understand that. I would have been very uncomfortable. Because yeah, after the false, after everyone I found out it was a false alarm. Yeah, everyone's out of their classes, but then Clay just loses it. He then just explodes, just tells everyone what really happened. That he tells everyone that what the principal did that was messed up. Which, of course, what he did was messed up because he made everyone thought they were all gonna die. When the principal was like, "I only did this so we be. This is a practice drill." Blah blah blah. BS. What the principal did scared the kids to death. They thought they were gonna die. Just that was messed up of him. And it gets messed up even more because Clay just gets angrier, pissed off, just swearing, and he grabs a gun and just loses it. And I don't know how. I forgot how I reacted, but oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could continue watching it. I don't know. But I was freaking out. But yeah, I have some issues. No, I wish I have more. I have like a lot of thoughts I want to talk about. I have so many thoughts I want to talk about. There's probably a few I cannot remember, but by the time I upload this video, I'm gonna remember it. And I'm like, God dang it! I forgot to mention this in the video, but I think I should just end it here. I'll probably do reviews. Once I'm ready to watch this series again, I will do separate reviews on the seasons. My thoughts on season 1, 2, 3, and 4. Even though this is technically my review for all seasons, but by that I mean I'll probably watch it when I'm an adult. Because, like I said, when I'm ready to watch it again, I'll watch it again when I'm ready to watch. So yeah, and then heck, my opinion might change unless it'll be the same. Just still, so yeah, I will. I have a lot of thoughts I want to talk about, but I think that's all I'm gonna. I'm just gonna end it here. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna end it here. But I will. But once I'm ready to watch the show again in the near future, I will do a review on season 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they'll all be separate. But if you have seen 13 Reasons Why at my age, then good God, what the heck is wrong with you? But I can't blame you because I, I I can't blame you. I can't blame you. But if you haven't watched it, let me know your thoughts comments down below and what messed you up, what you were sad about. And I'm not gonna even ask what was your favorite moment because that would feel wrong of me to say because I don't even know what was my favorite moment. I don't think I will have a favorite moment because this show was sad. It was hard for me to watch, and of course this is a drama show, but it's just hard. It's sad, but again, let me know your thoughts. Comments down below. If you have watched the show, and I have done a review scale of this, but sadly it's at home, back home. So I could have brought it here with me, but sadly it's not. But I will do another video. I have done a video where I showed you all my reviews on my review scale notebook, where I showed you my reviews for Justice League, a couple of other movies, Tom and Jerry's, basically everything. Like, I had done a review scale for Mortal Kombat, except I didn't show you my review scale on my Mortal Kombat movie review because my review scale is at home. So, yeah, I will show you what I had reviewed on 13 Reasons Why, my review scale for 13 Reasons Why, the entire series. I will show you my review scale on the entire series of 13 Reasons Why, but yeah, I like it, I'd say 50-50 because I 50% sort of liked it, 50% didn't like it, but it was painful for me to watch. And if you do want to watch the series that is technically my age but not old enough, I'd rather you just ask a parent about this, talk about it maybe, or watch it with an adult if you're a little bit older than me. But yeah, I mean, I would recommend you just watch this with an adult because there's some stuff you might not understand, and an adult or parent could help you out with some of that stuff, something like that. I don't know, but I don't want to say this because maybe this might come out wrong, but for any of you that are sort of depressed, sad, and might have some suicidal thoughts, here's my advice: talk with a friend or an adult or a parent, and if you're uncomfortable with that, maybe write it down in a diary. I don't know if I have the best advice, but for anyone who has like um, suicidal thoughts, I suggest you talk with a parent or an adult or a friend you trust, just anyone you trust, not just someone you trust, anyone you trust the most. I don't know if that's the best advice. I don't know if that's the best advice, but maybe there may be another way. As if none of those don't work out, maybe check out this website called 13reasonswhy.info. I would put a link in the description below, but somehow I can't because I tried going to the website since I had never been to a website. Not because I had suicidal thoughts. I have never had suicidal thoughts. I just wanted to see what the website looked like. And that's reason number one. Reason number two was so I could copy the link and put it in the description below, but sadly I can't because it's got this thing's got parental controls, and my dad did some weird crap to it. He one time tricked me into giving him my Chromebook when I lost because when the internet wasn't working, I gave him my Chromebook. But what I should have realized is that he tricked me and then finally put parental controls on there. He had the chance to do it in summer 2019, but he did it in Christmas, and I was upset about that. But yeah, but still, that doesn't matter. That's not the point. Forget that I said that. I got like two options. You could talk to a friend or an adult or a parent you trust or can trust. I mean, you could talk to a friend because I talked with a friend about an issue that's not related to suicide but about an issue, and yeah, my friend had helped me out with that problem, and yeah, that problem had gotten solved. But I'm not gonna talk about my problem because it's related to my private life, and I don't want to mention my private life or talk about my private life or anything. But that's sort of like another example, I guess. But let's talk. You could either talk with a friend you trust, or with a parent or a relative, like a sibling or a grandma, grandpa, cousin, uncle, or your mom and dad. But yeah, that's option number one. But option number two is 13reasonswhy.info. So I would check that website out. I would put the link in the description below, but my Chromebook won't work. But I'm gonna try to do it on my computer that my dad got me for my 15th birthday. So I'm gonna try put the link in the description below because my dad has not like put parental controls on that thing, not yet, anyways. So yeah, I think I should be able to put the link in the description below. But yeah, do check out 13reasonswhy.info because I think that website is gonna help you out a lot. And another thing, you shouldn't kill yourself because it won't be worth it. It's horrible because what you're going to do is you're going to hurt everyone you love around you, and you have a whole life ahead of you. You have so much. There's so much you can do in life. This is we're on a limited time. Like I only have one life because if I pass away, then yeah, I'm dead. I'm now in heaven or in hell, depends really, but yeah, we're on a limited time. Life is so limited. There's so much you can do. Like you could help out someone. You could create something that no one has ever thought of. You could do something that inspires you. You could become a writer. You could become a movie director. You could become anything. There's just so much you can do in life, and killing yourself would you'd just be technically throwing away the opportunity to do so many things in the future. Like I don't know what I'm going to be doing once I'm an adult, but we'll see what happens. But I have a whole life ahead of myself. The same goes for you. Same goes for all of you that's watching. But yeah, you have a whole life ahead of you. Don't waste it. Just killing yourself. It'd be a waste, and it would also hurt everyone. Hurt you. You would end up hurting your loved ones around you. They want to hang out with you. They want to be with you for the rest of your life. And I don't know if it's the best advice, but It's what I could think of now. I'm not saying all of this because I looked it up. I'm trying to say this from my head, trying to think of the best words, but yeah, you have a whole life ahead of you. And life is beautiful. Life is wonderful. Sure, life may suck. There may be a few sucky ways, but don't focus on the negative. And if you're a positive person, don't be around with negative people because then the negative is just gonna grow attached on you, and you're gonna become negative, something like that. I don't know how to explain it, but hang out with positive people. Like, I mean, have not even. I'm way too addicted with my devices. I could just take a break from my device for a day or two and just experience life. Just go outside, breathe in the fresh air, and yeah, have fun with my family and friends. Because we're in the we have a limited time only. We have one life, and that's it. We don't have 9 lives like how cats have 9 lives. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say, because there's a reason why I don't why suicide triggers me, because I don't like how someone is gonna kill themselves. And if it was someone, if it was a friend of mine, it would trigger me. I'd freak out and I'd be upset, and I just don't like to think about the word suicide. But you have a whole life ahead of yourselves. You could do so many things. You could be anything you want to be. I don't know what else to say, but keep moving forward, I guess. But again, do check out 13 Reasons Why info, and I'm gonna try to figure out a way to put the link in the description below, because I will do everything in my power to put the link in the description below, since I can't do it on my Chrome Pro, but I might as well try to do it on my computer. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and sadly this video is 42 minutes long. I did not mean to make this long, but I saw this coming. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below if you have watched the series. And yeah, again, I'm gonna be taking a break. I'm not ready to watch the show again because this show had messed me up so much. So I just need a long break from this. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video or a next review. Depends really. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day since school's gonna be out, and yeah, it's on vacation. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day.